All right. I'm getting me trying to do a Nostrovini, the real Vincent Gottschalk is a Nostrovini now, not some personality, but the real personality. Yes. Anyway, I have the double challenge of taking the Daily News, not exactly a comedy treasure trove, and making these grim stories about our current situation here in New York and around the world funny. The Daily News is not a laugh riot. Let's see, let's start out with not my problem. Apparently, the bleeding hearts at the Daily News don't think that we should put psychotic murderers in Rikers Island. It's not fair to them. The conditions in Rikers Island are terrible. So if you're a psychotic murderer who assaults people constantly, you should be put in a mental health facility so you can basically prey on the relatively large population of the mentally ill who are not violently, psychotically murderous. I actually believe that you should put them in Rikers Island under conditions where they're dealing with psychotic, sane people, murderous people. And it's an equal battle. The lunatics have that superhuman strength that comes from being psychotically murderous, and the uh, the criminals are better organized. It's a win-win for everyone. I would tape it. Oh yes, I would tape it like the Roman Colosseum. I'm old school, real old school, I'll tell you that much. Uh, oh, this is so crazy, this city. Poor Captain America Daniel Penny is being persecuted for being a good citizen and helping his fellow man, and is being persecuted by the communist Marxist DAs of the city. Mr. Alvin Bragg, your days are numbered. Country is changing. Even New York, hotbed of liberalism, is going on the more direct conservative route. Ex-cop or seeking boy. They seem to have a pattern in the Daily News to make cops, priests, Christians look like shit. Yes. Well, and apparently an ex-cop thought he was a Catholic priest and was preying on young boys. Ex-cop. Uh, then also, I didn't write that one down. They had a man who found God and who just got crushed. What is this, pro-atheistic? Daily News is grim. I'm a man of very sensitivities, and I was looking at the damn thing, and I'm like going, I'm feeling pretty bad. Bad. Bad Daily News. Homeless in school. Why they're homeless is because they've illegally crossed the Rio Grande, and they're settling down in New York and overburdening our own overburdened schools. Of course, this is our responsibility. We're supposed to help these illegals, this invading army. Now, I'll tell you, the truth is, I'm very sympathetic to the plight of those who have come to the country to escape their unstable back country. Sympathetic with that. But there's about a half of them that are murderous psychotics from an organized criminal people from Venezuela. How would I handle it? Would I deport them? No, I'd shoot them. They're invading army. There's no um, uh, they're invading murderous army of rapists and killers. There's only one way to deal with something like that. Extremely, extremely violently. Vigilanteism, I imagine. 100,000 Darrow pennies. But he wasn't really a vigilante. He was just trying to help people from being murdered by a psychotic version of Michael Jackson. Uh, some people are defending this fellow, and the internet saying he had a bad background. And he was a drug addict who continued to take drugs and assault people. He molested a little boy. He punched a woman in the face. He had a facility to punching women in the face. Ah, yes. But he was a Michael Jackson impersonator. Of course, Michael Jackson was a pervert too, but we forgive him. Pervert prayer on little boys. What do you do? We do this. We tend to do that. Oh, yes, beautiful. Family who froze to death. Yes. Where were they crossing from? The tundra of the Marxist communist state of Canada? Or they were Indians, of course, from a heated environment. But apparently it's getting cold around the Rio Grande. At least I didn't read the article. Well, uh, Israel blasts Hezbollah big. Apparently a spokesman or the Muslim spokesman got kaboomed. Hezbollah, Hezbollah, you murderous bastards of our times. We're supposed to be sympathetic to the Palestinians' plight when they've chosen one of the most evil organizations in history. No, I go on the side of Israel. Israel, which is trying its best, as no modern army has, to keep civilian casualties as their lowest. Meanwhile, Hezbollah, brave men of Islam that they are hiding behind women and children. Of course, this beautiful thing, they're suffering casualties on the ground level, and their whole leadership is being decimated by Netanyahu. I love that man. What else? Tulsi Rich. Ah, Tulsi. They're trying to say that Tulsi Gabbard is a Russian mole or a communist or soft in the head and soft on Putin. No, 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 no. She's just going against America first and against endless wars that are not winnable. I would like Israel, Ukraine to throw the Russians out, but they're not going to. And there are about 50 to 200 million Russians and 37 to 40 million Ukrainians. Well, you do the math. And the Russians are not falling apart, getting stronger and getting North Korean casualties. They have nukes running around. As much as I admire the Ukrainians, I hope they all come here. The women are beautiful, you know. I fear they will not win this war. We're trading American dollars and steel with Ukrainian lives. They'll have to make us have to give land and be co-opted by the Russians. Uh, Tragedies and their portrayal by us when we made them give up their missiles, their atomic missiles, and the Russians would have never came in there. That's why never give up your guns, Americans, lest you be at the mercy of the Soviet government. Well, right now, actually, the Soviet government and the big deep state are on the run. The government that we're going to have now, it's Trumpism. Why Harris lost. The liberal excuse is it's misogyny and racism and homophobia. No, we just don't want to be ruled by those fellows. The Black Lives Matter people, the give me money, hustlers, race hustlers. That's what they are. And their days are numbered. They're going to be driven out of power and never get power again because God is on our side. And rejecting experts. The experts want the average American to not be part of the dialogue. Fauci, the murderous Fauci, was an expert who led this country down the primrose path that we'll suffer for years from. Oh, Trump outplayed Dems. Yes, he did. Because Trump is not only a genius, but is being directed by God indirectly. Well, anyway, this is all I have to say. Remember, dream on. Right? That's your dreams become true. All right. Let us News. Please release me, Democrats, or I don't want to listen to your crap. To listen to your drivel is a pain in the ass. Release me and let me be a Trump bump